Hey, Driver Nation, this is Sade here with Deliver That's Driver Spotlight. Back again. I'm here with Miss Natalie Oliver. Do you pronounce it Atherton as your
That's
last name?
right,
Oh,
Oliver
Atherton.
Atherton.
Oh, awesome. I got it right here. She has been a driver here with us with Deliver That here since October of 2021. And then she has taken over 500 deliveries with totaling the food delivery cost over 170,000. Hey,
No
Natalie.
way!
I know, right? That's a lot of money.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
Yes. So
That's
how
so
long?
cool.
That's pretty awesome. How long have you been get I'm sorry, how long did you get started here with the gig economy?
Well, I've been a part of the gig economy for my whole adult life because I'm a performer or singer actress.
Okay.
So
Oh.
I've been gigging at some level my whole adult life, which has been a long time, and we won't talk about that.
Well, sing us a tune. Can we hear something?
um, Tonight you're mine completely. You give your love so sweetly tonight. The light of love is in your eye. Will you still love me tomorrow?
Oh my gosh, it's Natalie.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
sound like
guys,
a
like,
blues singer. Oh my gosh.
yeah, yeah, real singer, not like,
You ain't
I wish I
playing.
were a singer someday. No, no, I've been on Broadway, headlined in Vegas, I've sung all over the world. I'm like real deal.
I hear it in your voice. Oh my gosh,
Yeah,
it's amazing. You are welcome. Thank you.
yeah.
Wow. So what why deliver that? What's different? What makes deliver that different from any gigs that you have done?
Well, listen, as a career gig worker, um, when performing slows down or teaching slows down, you got to fill the gaps. And I'm always looking for a way to fill the gaps and get a little side money, or you got a trip coming up and you want to make some extra money to have spending money on the trip and not take from your general budget. So I'm always looking for things like this. I drove Uber for 4 years till they kicked me off the platform.
What you do, Miss Natalie?
Listen, I'm an entertainer. So I'm driving along, right? Just entertaining my rider. Just entertaining. Driving 40 and a 30. I got clipped 3 times
Ooh.
getting driving 40 in a 30 because I was entertaining my rider.
Oh gosh.
And they made a new rule midstream that if you have more than three infractions, no matter what kind,
Uh-huh.
you're out of here.
Oh wow.
No, you can't explain. There's no, Uber court to throw yourself on the mercy of. They're just like, sorry,
Wash their
peace,
hands.
lady. And I was
Well,
one of their best drivers too.
well, they made room for deliver that, so thank you.
That's right. So when I found Deliver That, I had tried DoorDash and thought, this is way too much work for not enough money. Hello, Miss DoorDash. They will run you ragged. So I did that for maybe a month. And then it turned out that DoorDash and Uber are linked, like Uber might own DoorDash.
Uh-huh.
So when DoorDash figured out that I was formerly with Uber, then they shut me down too. So I was like, oh, great. So then I had reason to come looking for Deliver That. And I got on really easily, filled out the stuff online, did the tutorials that you guys provide. And I was like, this is a piece of cake and way bigger bang for your buck.
I can agree.
Do you
I
know what
said
I
the
mean?
same
It's
thing.
like two jobs and you've made as much, 80 to $100. You've made as much as you would make driving 4 to 6 hours Uber,
Wow, that's incredible.
right?
Very
So it's
incredible.
like, this is a no brainer. So here I am.
And here you are. Well, thank you for being a part of our team. We really enjoy having you here. Can I ask you, what is the best advice you have ever received in your life?
You mean with regard to,
Just life in general. We're talking about Natalie, getting to know Miss Natalie.
oh, best advice I've ever been given? Never judge a book by its cover.
Mm.
Don't ever take things at face value.
Mm.
There's always another explanation, and usually people, if you want people to give you the benefit of the doubt,
Mm-hmm.
you have to be willing to give them the benefit of the doubt.
I can totally agree with you with that.
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am.
You want someone to extend grace for you, you got to be able to extend grace the other way.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, thank you for that answer. So let me ask you, it's kind of I think of a girly question.
Uh-huh.
What do your car have a name? And if your car does have a name, what is it?
Yeah, it does have a name, and it's on my license plate.
What is it?
Diva
Ooh,
for GD.
is that God?
It sure is.
Oh, I
What else?
love it. I love it.
Yeah,
I love
Diva
it.
for God. That's my handle.
Mine isn't as good as yours, and it's not on my license plate. But I do call my car. I gave her a name. Her name is Betty White. That's my car name.
Oh, is it a white car?
It's a Dodge Journey, and she gets me everywhere. And Betty White, she lived almost to be 100, so it
That's
just
right.
fit.
I was going to say, is your car sassy like Betty White was?
Yep. So let me ask you this: What are three top? What are the three top things on your bucket list?
Well, as someone who really considers herself a citizen of the world, for example, I've been to Egypt 25 times.
Oh wow.
And now I'm a sort of spiritual guide and facilitator and take people on a yearly basis for a
Oh.
2 week spiritual sojourn to deepen their spiritual paths, right? So, but I've been on every continent except for Antarctica.
Oh wow, that's
So bucket
awesome.
list is tough for me because I've been a lot of places and multiple times. Like I've been to China
Uh
10
huh.
times, all over Africa, South Africa, all over Europe. I did, I came right out of high school and did a 7 country European tour, all over the United
Wow.
States. I did the Who's Tommy in Canada. I've been like a lot of places, lots of islands. I've done like 16 cruises. So I've done a lot of traveling. However, I have not yet been to 3 places that I will see before I die. And
And
they
what's those?
are, in order of importance, Australia,
Okay.
New Zealand, and Alaska.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah,
And you said you never traveled to those three places.
that's right. Haven't been to any of those places.
Okay. Awesome. So let me see. My last question I do have for you is, what is the last book you have read? But if you haven't wrote a book, what book would you write if you were given the opportunity?
Well, funny you should ask that. I actually am working on an autobiographical book.
Ooh, can make sure we get a copy here in the office.
I will. Who knows when I'll actually, get serious and finish it. But that book will be about my life as a performer and the truth about it to help young people navigate, what can be pretty treacherous, a life
That's
in the
awesome.
entertainment industry. So that's what my book would be about. Um, and the book I'm reading right now is by a friend of mine, and it's about discovering your authentic self.
Mmm. I like that.
Yeah. And so, I'm 63. So I think at every stage of your life, at every major stage of your life, in your 30s, in your 40s, in your 50s, in your 60s, if you're active, if you're constantly growing and learning, you change. And who I am at 60 is nowhere near who I was in my 20s and 30s. So I think it's important to, do a little self discovery at every new juncture of your life.
I love that. And I
Yeah.
totally agree with you. Totally agree with you.
Yes, ma'am. So that and guilty pleasure. I'm also listening to the audio of Prince Harry's book.
Ben, you know
It's
about
called,
that?
what's it called? Spare.
I guess Ben is a reader right now too.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm listening to the audio and it's in his voice. He's doing it.
Uh huh.
the same way that Michelle Obama is the reader of her book,
That's
because
pretty
that's how I
awesome.
read or listened to her book, Becoming. And it's so cool to have to listen to a book and have it be the actual writer of
Yes,
the book. So,
different
but yeah, ooh, it's
experience.
juicy. It's juicy.
Look at you. So we got one more question. It's more of a bonus question. Ben, you got a bonus question for Natalie? So Ben wants to know, what is your favorite spot to eat in Denver?
Wow, good question, Ben. Easy. We have a place that we celebrate occasions at, anniversaries, birthdays, and it's called Eddie V's.
AVs?
Eddie V's, V apostrophe S. And two
Eddie V's.
reasons:
Okay.
great food, best crab cake in town.
Ooh, crab
And
cakes.
if you go on a Wednesday night or a Saturday night, they have a combo playing. And some of my friends play in that combo, and they're really good. So you
Oh,
get
okay.
double bang for your buck.
Wow. So it's like live. Is it live music?
Yes,
I
live
love
music.
live music. Ooh.
Yeah.
All
So,
right.
and beautiful place, and the whole, um, three or four different servers and showing up at the table at the same time and revealing things. It's very cool. So, Eddie V's.
Eddie V's, y'all. Y'all heard it.
Mm-hmm.
Right in Denver. Well, I really
Yep.
appreciate you, Natalie, taking time out and having you here with us to spotlight you and just let us get to know who you are as a driver outside of Deliver That. So thank you again for sharing you, and we'll speak with you soon.
Thank you so much. My
You're
pleasure.
welcome. Take care, Natalie.
All righty. Have a good one.
You too. Bye bye.